Hey, this is Lee from NWAC. Bjorn and I are up here today on Heliotrope Ridge. It's Sunday, about 11 a.m. We've got a pretty nice day out here. Increasing amounts of sun, decreasing clouds. Temperatures are pretty cool overall, and there's not much wind. So a really nice day to get up into alpine terrain. As far as avalanche activity, there's no recent avalanche activity, but there's plenty of signs of big avalanches that ran during the natural cycle, the rain event, the atmospheric river that we had last weekend. A lot of those are actually getting covered by new snow, so you kind of have to look to see where they're at. Though there is a big debris pile below the north side of Baker that looks like it's about like a D4, so a very, very large avalanche that ran from probably near the top of the mountain down to the run out of the very toe of the Roosevelt Glacier. So quite big. Down low at 5,000 feet, there's about an inch of new snow over a melt freeze crust. But as you start climbing up to upper elevations, we're about 7,000 feet. There's 4 to 6 inches of new snow over that same crust. In places where the wind has drifted the new snow, we've actually found some drifts to 2 feet deep. But for the most part, they've been fresh wind drifted areas, fresh wind slabs are pretty shallow, and just not really that much of an issue. We found them to be like a little bit reactive here, a little bit less reactive, but overall, like it's very isolated through the terrain. Below that melt freeze crust, down low, we were expecting and did find that the snowpack was wetted out pretty much down to the ground. But it was pretty interesting to come up here to 7,000 feet and dig a pit and see that actually, below the new snow, the snowpack was rain affected, melt affected, down for at least the next 3 feet that we dug. The pit was actually really hard to dig. Like we could have used like a pickaxe or a chainsaw or something to get down through there. So we didn't go much deeper than that. Other avalanche problems, there really wasn't an avalanche problem for today. We had low danger in all elevation bands. We are looking at south-facing slopes because upper elevation slopes did pick up some new snow and the sun could warm those and we could start seeing some signs of instability. But chances are pretty good that we won't see that much today, just given it's kind of cool. There's not that much new snow. There's filtered sunshine instead of direct sunshine. But we're about to head out of here, so there's some other folks that are going to check in with us later today that are going to spend the whole day. So this is a great time to get out in the mountains. I know people are pretty bummed about the snow disappearing at low and mid elevations, but we were able to drive to the trailhead at 3,600, 3,700 feet, easily walk up the trail in running shoes, hop into our skis, and skin up here in a few hours. And we haven't skied yet, but it doesn't look terrible. So yeah, maybe I'll have a couple photos along with this video. Have a good one, and thanks for checking out NWAC.